With this WrestleTalk news, everyone to AEW confirmed. WWE still don't know what they're doing for WrestleMania 38, it's in 2 months. Raw hits a record low and more. Subscribe and enable notifications to Always On for daily wrestling news videos, because Eddie Kingston is my best friend. There's no real connection there between subscribing to this channel and me and Eddie being best friends. I just want you to know that we are.
Support WrestleTalk!
On last Friday's Rampage, AEW president Tony Khan announced we'll see the promotion's latest debut, where they're set to wrestle Isaiah Cassidy for a spot in the Revolution ladder match and become fully all elite by signing a contract. This is thought to be the dream Forbidden Door signing teased late last year we still have yet to see. And in a huge update, I can tell you that it's going to be Keith Lee, or Mia Yim, or Karrion Kross maybe, or Scarlett Bordeaux, or Jeff Hardy, or Shane Strickland, or Wyndham Rotunda, or Adam Scherr, or maybe someone from New Japan. Everyone released by WWE back in November had their non-compete clauses expire last Wednesday, meaning there's a load of free agent names it could be. But thanks to some internet sleuthing, we might be able to get it down to just 6 to 8 wrestlers. I present to you the Keithspiracy. Mia Yim posted a photo of her and her new husband Keith Lee seemingly on their honeymoon yesterday after the couple got married by Mick Foley over the weekend. Oh God, look at the happy couple enjoying their cocktails by the beach. Or are they? Twitter user @MachoBeardForLife has embodied the Charlie from Always Sunny meme, tweeting, "Yo, let me put on my silver foil hat for a sec. Picks 1, Keith Lee and Mia Yim today. Pick 2, Keith Lee 2 days ago. Pick 3, Mia Yim yesterday. Mia has different coloured hair just 1 day apart. Or was it just 1 day apart? As Macho Beard shared another photo from the 8th of August 2020, a year and a half ago, of Yim posting a holiday snap on Instagram which appears to have her in the exact same bikini, hair and sunglasses combo. Well done, internet, for having women's wrestlers' bikini photos presumably categorised on your computer. That's not creepy at all. The theory is Mia could have posted the fake honeymoon snaps to throw us off their AEW debut sent tonight. Ronda Rousey admitted to a similar misdirect over Royal Rumble weekend, where she hosted a live gaming stream to make it seem like she wouldn't be returning to WWE. So, Keith Lee and Mia Yim to AEW tonight confirmed. But also, Karrion Kross and Scarlett Bordeaux to AEW tonight confirmed. Also, free agents Kross and Bordeaux seemingly referenced their own AEW debuts in an autograph signing from earlier this week. When the host asked them if they would be traveling to Atlantic City for tonight's episode of Dynamite, this happened.
Maybe you'll be in Atlantic City, who knows?
Oh, is that? Oh, really?
Holy shit. Holy shit. Oh my god. Oh.
Yeah, you guys are gonna be damn teasers, that's what we're talking about.
Holy shit.
So, alright guys, with that being said, I want to thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you soon. We'll be back tomorrow night at 7 o'clock for another show. Actually, no, we're back on Wednesday night, guys.
We're live, pal.
Bye.
Okay, we'll do it live.
Bye.
So, Kross and Bordeaux to AEW tonight confirmed. But also, Shane Strickland and Jeff Hardy to AEW tonight confirmed. Thanks for your support on Patreon, the abominable Michael Abbott, and the British Bulldog, Philip Boy J. Smith Jr. You can get your own shout out by going to patreon.com/WrestleTalk. A new report has come out from Fightful Select that there is significant interest from AEW in Shane Strickland, who wrestled in NXT and, very briefly, SmackDown as Isaiah Swerve Scott in Hit Row. Apparently, the promotion inquired about Swerve's status and when he'd be able to wrestle very early in his free agency. But they're not the only interested party, as New Japan's USA branch has reportedly made an approach, and MLW are expected to offer him a spot too. But as Matt Hardy points out, it'll probably be AEW, because Tony Khan has all that money. Jeff Hardy was released by WWE around the 9th of December, and thus won't be able to compete elsewhere until the 10th of March. That rules him out of debuting on AEW Dynamite tonight. Or does it? Speaking on Twitch, Matt said of his brother, "I don't think he's the guy coming in this Wednesday in AEW against Isaiah Cassidy, although who knows? Tony Khan, Papa Khan, has a lot of money. Maybe he bought him out of his contract and he is coming in early. Who knows?" The Hardy Boys are already booked for a series of independent shows after the 10th of March. A wild Wyndham Rotunda, the former Bray Wyatt in WWE, has also been spotted in Twitterland, with John Morrison sharing photos of them both at a mutual friend's wedding. Or was it? It probably is actually, it looks like a really nice event. Bray Wyatt to AEW confirmed. Tony Khan has continued to tease tonight's debut to Sports Illustrated, again calling it a huge signing for us, and it's going to be a big reveal on Dynamite. It sets up this week's Rampage and puts a lot of irons in our fire. Who do you think will debut for Dynamite tonight? Let me know in the comments. Tell me, here comes the money down below. AEW will be hoping they can beat Raw with this debut this week, as WWE just pulled in a record low audience. But it's not actually as bad as that sounds. Raw was bumped from their usual USA network to Sci-Fi because of the Winter Olympics coverage. But despite a change in stations, competition against the men's figure skating, and the previous week having a huge post-Royal Rumble bump, Raw only dropped 25% of its audience, being watched by 1.39 million viewers. It still managed to rank as the third show on the night on cable and pulled in a 0.36 rating in the 18 to 49 demographic. This is the show's lowest non-prime time rating in its history, though not the lowest ever. That dishonor goes to the 25th of August 2008 episode, when Raw was bumped to 20 to 1 in the morning because of the US Open tennis, and drew just 483,000 viewers, which would be considered a terrible number for NXT 2.0 today. New segment time. Speaking on Busted Open Radio, Bully Ray has suggested, "I think this is the perfect opportunity for the WWE to stir a lot of shit up and a huge monkey wrench into it. I'd have, personally, Goldberg come back and beat Roman in Saudi and immediately do a rematch on SmackDown the following Friday night and put it back on Roman. People would be talking, it would be different, and it would be the exact opposite of what it is right now, which is extremely predictable." Don't give WWE too many bad ideas, Bully. Like AJ Styles winning the United States title from Damian Priest next week, so that can also be on the line in the Elimination Chamber, so Brock Lesnar can win both the WWE and United States Championships in Saudi Arabia, and Roman can win the Intercontinental title on SmackDown, making Roman versus Brock for all the championships, because their plans for the biggest show of the year are reportedly still getting worked out. It used to be that WrestleMania's major matches were figured out by Survivor Series time, so you could start building them over a 6-month period. Over the last 5 years, though, that advanced planning has been somewhat scaled back to just, what's Roman Reigns doing? While WrestleVotes have now tweeted that this year it was also meant to include, what's Shane McMahon doing too? Source states the spot Shane McMahon was going to have on the WrestleMania card was to be positioned near the top. Therefore, WWE now needs a new major attraction matchup outside of the titles. This goes without saying, but the WrestleMania card is still in complete flux. It's quite amazing. Speaking of Shane, yet another story has come out about his conduct in the Royal Rumble match. Apparently, Shane was meant to be the number 29 entrant, with Randy Orton as number 28. But because plans have been changed so much during the day, the music cue sheet didn't have the final running order. They played Shane's music at 28, despite Randy waiting at Gorilla to make his entrance. According to Fightful Select, this is where Orton looked at Shane and said, "I'm not coming out to Here Comes the Money," so McMahon had to rush and go out instead. Where, and I quote Fightful's report, Orton was left immediately bursting into laughter at the error to the point where he fell on the ground laughing at the situation. Literally rolling on the floor laughing his ass off. One big free agent name that won't be at WrestleMania is Kurt Angle. He claimed on a recent podcast that he went to the Royal Rumble as WWE wanted him to do a short program that they ended up cancelling at the very last moment. Ringside News have now refuted this claim, reporting there was an idea for Kurt Angle to make his way back to television, but it was never given the green light. It was only ever a pitch that Vince McMahon never signed off on. Now it's time for Tempest's review of NXT in about 5 minutes.
I don't know what it is, but this show having an overrun makes me like it significantly less. What's going on, WrestleTalk friends and fans? Tempest is back with another review of NXT 2.0. in about 5 minutes. So this show opened with some wrestling. Yay! I like wrestling, as the Creed brothers took on the Grizzled Young Veterans in the semifinals of the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. I really like it when NXT starts with a match, and I really like it when it starts with a great match. And tonight, it started with a great damn match. The Creed brothers were like the de facto babyfaces of this match, with the Grizzled Young Veterans pulling out many of their heel tactics. I still don't know whatever happened to that angle where they were just completely incompetent as heels for a few weeks. Someone want to explain that one to me? But this was a really good match with a really fun finish, as James Drake was hit with a big superplex to take him out of the ring, and then Zach Gibson was hit with like a catapult, cartwheel side suplex, before Brutus Creed hit a big clothesline on him to take him out with a clean finish. Clean! Didn't expect that at all, but I'm very happy to see it. Putting over new stars in the Creed brothers, and I like to see that very much. This was about as good a match as you could hope for to open up NXT. I'm giving it a 5 out of 5. But then after this match, we got the follow-up to the Wendy Chu Tiffany Stratton confrontation from last week, as Wendy Chu went on a shopping spree and only stopped once Tiffany Stratton canceled her credit card. Why would you not cancel the credit card immediately? This credit card theft led to a wrestling match between the two. Of course, why wouldn't it? It's pro wrestling. And Tiffany Stratton beat Wendy Chu with like a corkscrew Vader bomb. One of them's sleepy, one of them's a daddy's princess. I couldn't care less, but the match was like, okay. I'll give it a 3 out of 5, and I feel like that's a bit generous. But after that, we got another singles match, this time between Pete Dunne and Draco Anthony. Draco Anthony has a ton of potential, but Pete Dunne was able to get him beat in a fairly competitive match with the bitter end. Tony D'Angelo tried to attack Pete Dunne after the match, but Dunne was able to reverse it and snap his fingers before telling D'Angelo that next week they were going to fill the ring with weapons and have a weaponized cage match. Cool. This match was alright and it accomplished what it needed to. I always like seeing Pete Dunne. I'm giving this a 3 out of 5. And then we had LA Knight taking on Senga of the Thunder. Say what you will about the main roster, but at least they protect their monsters. Not NXT 2.0, however, as LA Knight beat Senga in just a few minutes after Grayson Waller removed the top turnbuckle, and then LA Knight sent Senga in. He didn't hit the top turnbuckle, and then his shoulder wasn't down for the pin. I guess this is still a bit too complicated for him. They tried to keep the match as simple as possible because he is still very green, but the one fairly complicated spot, and it's not even really that complicated, you just bonk your head and then lie down, he didn't get that right. After the match, LA Knight beats up Grayson Waller, and Grayson Waller goes backstage and yammers on about, oh, restraining order. What do people in NXT think a restraining order is? Do they think that a restraining order lets you go to people and just say, oh, what you gonna do about it? Oh, you can't hit me, you can't hit me. Someone take out a restraining order against Bruce Pritchard and tell me how it goes. I feel bad giving a bad rating to this LA Knight match because he did work hard and he didn't do anything wrong, but the match just wasn't very good and the storyline doesn't make any sense. This gets a 2 out of 5. And then we got a segment that was actually interesting. So Braun Breaker and Santos Escobar come out for a contract signing for their NXT title match, and it goes about as well as you would think. Braun Breaker saying, let's just fight right now, and Santos Escobar remaining cool, calm, and collected, saying, no, we're gonna do this on my time. Before they could really get into it though, Dolph Ziggler made his NXT debut, coming down to the ring, taking a seat at the table. Ziggler and Braun Breaker, of course, have been jawing back and forth on Twitter as of late, talking about NXT title shots and whatnot, and it looks like we're actually gonna get one. Ziggler listed all of his accomplishments and said that 99 times out of 100 he may lose a match. Not what I would say to try and get myself over, but he said everyone knows what he can do in that ring, and now he's gonna add the NXT title to his collection. This brings out Tommaso Ciampa, who gets in Dolph Ziggler's face before Santos Escobar breaks the segment down, saying this is his moment, and then all hell breaks loose as Tommaso Ciampa and Dolph Ziggler fight to the back, and Santos Escobar and the rest of Legado del Fantasma beat down Braun Breaker and put him through a table. I don't know how long we're going to be getting Dolph Ziggler in NXT, but this is the most interesting thing he's done in at least 5 years. I was a little bit worried that we were losing track of the point of this segment, but just as I thought that, Santos Escobar got us back on track. I thought this was very good, very intriguing, and for once I'm very interested to see what the future of NXT holds. This gets a 5 out of 5, a very good segment. We then got a singles match between Saray and Dakota Kai. There really wasn't much to this match. Saray has a dumb new gimmick and is winning, while Dakota Kai has a dumb new gimmick and is losing. I don't really understand what the point of keeping Dakota Kai in NXT at this point is, but Saray managed to hit the Sunray and get the win. The match itself was fine, just not terribly engaging. I'm giving it a 3 out of 5. We then got the other semi-final match in the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic as MSK took on Idris Inoue and Malik Blade. I think both teams being babyfaces really hurt this match, if I'm being honest, as fans didn't really know who to cheer for between MSK and Blade and Inoue. Blade and Inoue have kind of been lucking their way through most of this tournament, and I was expecting their semi-final match to end up with like a really big rub for them, having a fantastic match against whoever their opponent ended up being, but that match just didn't end up being that awesome. It was good, don't get me wrong, but I thought the first match of the night was fantastic, and this one was just good. MSK was able to hit their finish and win in fairly convincing fashion, and they will face the Creed brothers next week. This match was pretty solid, one of the best things on the show for sure, but definitely not as memorable as the first match. This gets a 4 out of 5. And then we got the main event NXT Women's Championship match as Mandy Rose took on Kaylee Ray. Indy Hartwell and Persia Pirotta attacked Toxic Attraction on their way to the ring, so Mandy Rose had to go at this alone until she didn't, as Toxic Attraction just ran out anyway and cost Kaylee Ray the match. Io Shirai then came out to make the save for Kaylee Ray as they then teamed up, and it seems like maybe they're gonna team up in the Dusty Rhodes Tag Classic, in which case I don't even know if Kaylee Ray's getting another match. If she doesn't, this was a really lame way to end the feud. I'll be honest, I was really enjoying this week's NXT until this main event, but the main event may have been the worst thing on the show. I'm giving it a 2 out of 5. As for the show as a whole, however, I thought this was a very intriguing episode of NXT with more than one really good match and a kick-ass segment that leaves you wanting more. This was a pretty good episode. I'm giving it a 4 out of 5. And that just about wraps it up for me. If you want to hear more of my thoughts on this week's show, make sure you go over to WrestleTalk Podcast later on today, where myself and Chopper Pete will be breaking down the entire episode in complete detail. Until then, take care, enjoy yourself, have a nice Valentine's Day, and remember that LIW is for life.
So for every great match or fantastic spot in the Elimination Chamber, there will always be a big old Shawn Michaels tight stinking dud or a brutal botch. I wanted a list about people falling down, and I always get what I want. I'm Laurie, hailing from Parts Unknown, and these are the 10 craziest Elimination Chamber botches.